Day 2.
Alright guys, this is what we're going to be working with today. We got our batteries, our battery powered hedge trimmers. I got a battery powered pole saw. And I like to use this stuff right here, the steel hedge trimmer blade spray, whatever you call it. It's a lubricant. I like to spray it before and after and during jobs like this. It keeps it lubricated. We got a couple of tarps. We got my father-in-law's little giant ladder that we're going to be using. I got a rake and an extended pole pruner right here for those hard to reach low branches. We're going to be doing these Ligustrums that go all the way around the house. They're giant. And then we have these Drake Elms. We got 3 of them here. He wants to lift those up a little bit and clean them up. Alright, y'all stay tuned. I just wanted to show they got this big dead spot up in here. We're going to get some loppers and just cut it out. That way they'll have some new growth come out. I guess my plan of attack is to get all the sides of everything before I start topping it off. That way I can get my ladder a little closer to the bush. And this was all crowding over so we cleared this a little bit, cleared all of this, and we're all on the neighbor side right now. Just wanted to get all of that part done first. And then we'll probably leave the top for last, Stay tuned.
Alright, time for the top. Which means it's ladder time. Let's see how this ladder works out.
So this is what we're cutting off about. He said he wanted about 2 to 3 feet. Looks like at least 3 feet.
Working on it. Side done. Working on this side of the top. Alright, so this is our pile so far on the trailer, and I think maybe a quarter of the way through. Let's see how long this takes. Alright, so we started today with the 40-volt hedge trimmer. The first battery was 2 amp, and it's gotten this whole side and the other side.
How long have we been here?
Down the neighborhood, the neighbor's yard. And then, what do you think, about 75% of the top?
Half of the top.
About half of the top. And we have been here for about an hour or a little over. So that's pretty good for the 2 amp. He's got a 5 in it right now, which is pretty heavy, huh?
Yeah, it's a lot heavy.
So if we get another battery, we'll probably want the 2, because that lasted a good while. Onward we go.
So I've got the 5 amp battery in it now. First impressions is it's a lot more powerful, but way more heavy. Another thing, I don't know if I mentioned it in the last video, this thing right here, it's basically a presence sensor, safety, and you almost have to squeeze it as hard as you can the entire time you're using it, which makes it very difficult to use when you're stretching far out, because you only, got this. I mean, it's possible, but I don't know, my left hand is, by the end of the day, is real cramped from trying to keep that trigger engaged, because if it just lets go just a tiniest bit, it stops working. So this safety I don't mind, where you have to pull this back.
The 18 only has that safety, right?
Yeah. And I wish that's how this one was. But I'm definitely tired already.
We got that big long line done, and then while we were here, Jason cleaned out between the sheds, cut all that back, and now we are working on this giant section. Got the sides done almost, and he is separating the little pathway. We're gonna probably try and get this done before lunch. Stay tuned. So we cannot get any further with the hedge trimmer because we're not that long. There is a shed on the other side of it. So in order to get this trimmed back, we are going to be using the pole pruner, the steel pole pruner.
It's a lot easier to reach across with this than that big old heavy hedge trimmer.
Yeah, just a snap here, a snap there, and toss them out. So that's what we're doing. Part one so far is complete. This is our debris, as you can see. Tarp under, tarp over, and we're gonna ride to our dump site like that. Stay tuned.
Alright, that went a whole lot easier last time. This time it was packed really dense with all the ligustrum stuff, and all of the branches just kept going into the sides of the expanded metal, really making it hard. The last time it was so easy.
2 hours later.
So we've been using this little giant ladder. It's my father-in-law's. It works real good. It's very stable. It's heavy, but it works really good. I got these little swimming noodles that I cut to protect my shins, because the first part of the morning I've been standing right here and put my shin up against that, and they're already like ate up and bruised up. So we got this at lunchtime and put this on. We're gonna try that and see if that's better.
This set of bushes is kind of giving us a little bit of trouble. A bit wider than we anticipated. So Jason had to pull out the Redmax hedge trimmer, which is much heavier. Let me get these two girls. Yeah, that little bolt fitting now.
Calculator?
Yes, sir. I don't have an actual,
Hey, Joseph.
Mr. Strauss, you having some work done on your trees?
Yeah, I'm trying to trim it up a bit.
Looks good. Nice work, y'all.
thank you.
What do you say?
He said nice work.
6.5 hours later.
Hey guys, we are done. Finally, with this yard. We trimmed up all of the trees, all of the shrubs. Again, we're trying to train that to go across again. Drake Elms, kind of clean them up a little bit. We also took the pole saw and we took the limbs off the house and from above the palm, so it'll kind of straighten out. Today's work was all those and the Ligustrum. So, but the final walkover of everything we did. And I'll put a before, maybe, somewheres in the video. There's the back. Now should we go to the front? Also today, while we were here, Jason cleared all of that up, so it's not on any of the sheds. I'd say it looks a good bit different than when we came in. That fence didn't quite make it any longer. It fell out today. And then this bush, well, line of bushes, we thought wasn't going to be that bad, actually turned out to be one of the harder ones because we didn't quite realize how thick, wide this line of bushes actually is. So, took a good bit more than we thought of work. But I'd say she came out good. Alright folks, we are going to call this yard a win, and we are going to put him on a schedule, so we will see him again in October for a much easier trim job. See y'all guys later.